everyone. I'm Tariq, Rashid. I work for NYSE Technologies. I run the European colocation business. What I'd like to talk to you today about is slightly taking it to a slightly higher level, but just our view of cloud computing within the financial services sector. I thought I'd just throw up a cartoon that I found on the internet, which I apologize. I thought this might be a controversial title to the slide, but the C word does seem to be used quite a lot these days, and cloud is really prevalent wherever you go. You're coming across adverts. You're coming across any kind of lots of different advertising media that are talking about the cloud. Essentially, first off, what I'd like to do is I just wanted to say that everywhere you go, you hear cloud. Apple are doing it, IBM, Microsoft, Cisco, you name it. Everyone's talking about cloud. As far as I understand, cloud computing is nothing new because companies have been using cloud computing for many years within their own private environments, and they are recognizing now that within the right circumstances, and with the right outsourced service provider, you can increase efficiency and you can get your applications to market sooner. So just trying to separate marketing versus reality. I looked into the word cloud, and essentially the buzzword cloud was coined in network diagrams. I mean, the internet is usually represented in a cloud in the middle of a drawing, and the marketing guys seem to come up with using that as a term to really define, really some of the services that they were trying to offer. I don't know if cloud is really the best term for this, but if somebody can come up with a better idea, then perhaps afterwards I'll buy you a bottle of champagne or something. So really, I mean, the point is, the guy on the right, does he really care about whether his infrastructure is running on cloud computing? He really wants to make sure that essentially that his applications are predictable and they're giving him the best possible performance. So in terms of the capital markets, what do we see as the drivers behind the industry? What are they really after? I mean, margins are under pressure. All points along the trading value chain are being scrutinized right now. And participants that talk to us and ask us about the kind of services that we're able to deliver, they don't necessarily have the scale and scope to be able to provide effective global reach. I mean, participants in the capital markets are now wanting to trade further and wider and different strategies, and to build infrastructure for each of those applications. It costs money. They need to be able to find a better way of doing things. Infrastructure in itself doesn't actually provide you with competitive advantage, but being able to deploy trading strategies quickly is very, very important. These days, when a trader has an idea about what he wants to trade, he needs to be able to implement that rather than having to think about buying servers, establishing connectivity, and doing all the testing that needs to be done. So, really, this is where we feel that cloud-based services are important. In terms of the stack, as we see it, I mean, these are some of the elements that participants within the capital markets need in order to be able to trade. So, they need connectivity, they need hosting, they need storage, compute, they need operating systems, they need market data, not just real-time, but historic market data. And they're looking for the ability to be able to access markets quickly. What we come across is firms who say they want to be able to bring their applications and be able to run with those applications and test those applications quickly and efficiently. So This is the premise upon which we are looking to deliver services. Some of the user cases that we identify, and I'm sure people within the room will have much better options available. But agency brokers that are wanting to deploy services rapidly for their clients, investment banks wanting to process large amounts of market data, hedge funds that want to test strategies, and pension funds who want to test applications. So this is where we see our cloud services being able to deliver a solution. So, and also some of the other factors that organizations are having to think about at the moment. Things like application of regulations when they apply their cloud services. Data protection is a huge issue for organizations. Firms need to, the lack of transparency associated with cloud does pose an issue in terms of compliance and with privacy and data protection rules. Due diligence, contractual protection. When you find a cloud provider, you need to be able to go through the usual forms of protection in IT service contracts. And really make sure that the services you're being delivered are right for what you want to do. So just alluding to what Nigel said, we made a big announcement yesterday in New York. We launched our community cloud. This is based around the infrastructure and the assets that NYSE Technologies have. These are the networks, the liquidity centers that we have around the world. And the idea behind this is that essentially we have launched the world's first financial services community cloud. It's ultra secure. It's a turnkey solution to access infrastructure and trading services by leveraging the NYSE Technologies assets. The service provides rapid on-demand services, going back to the stack that we were mentioning. And what we're able to offer participants is access to a wide range of markets quickly, efficiently, using secure infrastructure that we have available. And so the idea is really a cloud within a cloud. Really the holy grail for the NYSE Technologies Group is to ensure that we've got open access available to any trading firm, whether they are an international investment bank or a small hedge fund. What we want to be able to do is to provide them with the tools to be able to compete fairly and try out their strategies on an open platform. We're building the capability to operate within the confines of single regional liquidity centers. So, as you may be aware, we have Basildon as our liquidity center where all of our European markets are based. So all trading is for our markets in Europe is trading out of Basildon. And participants can co-locate, they can base their infrastructure out of there. We have another facility in Marwa, New Jersey, which is our regional liquidity hub there. And we're setting up liquidity hubs around the world, all interlinked with our safety global network. What we would like to do is to meet the needs of remote firms who are wanting to trade overseas. So if there's a firm in Hong Kong, a small firm in Chicago who wants to be able to trade on the live market in London, we want to be able to provide them with the tools to be able to do that. Organizations that want to co-locate, that want the lowest latency next to our markets, we want to be able to provide them with the tools that they can set up quickly and efficiently. And we also want to be able to offer, as part of our compute on demand, our community service, really the stack that's available there so that they can essentially bring their applications and start trading straight away. In terms of our global community, what we have is we have about 600 buy-side firms connecting to about 600 sell-side firms across 30 countries, and all connected over our safety network. So, essentially, what we are trying to to do is to really able to provide services that the market needs. We believe that we've got the infrastructure to be able to provide that. There are limitations to the cloud, obviously, and some of the things that we see is the cloud is not going to be appropriate for every application. So, I'd be interested to understand your thoughts on this. But I mean, cloud-based services, are they going to be used for for organizations that are basing all of their trading strategies out of there? Firms need to decide where best they can achieve their business objectives. We believe the community strategy helps them to do that. Some of the other questions that are being raised are, will matching engines, will the exchanges, will all exchange organizations be running within a cloud environment? I'm not sure whether that's true. I mean, this is another area for debate within, amongst yourselves. But, at this stage, we're kind of running a cloud because all of our matching engines, all of our facilities are being run out of one facility. What happens in the future? I mean, these are just some of the questions. So obviously, we'd like to hear much more about this. We'd like you to try and come and ask us about our community cloud platform, and please be in touch. Thank you.